Hey people, how's it going? In this video we're going to take a look at Hey Joe, and this is loosely based on the Jimi Hendrix version, but what I've done is transposed the song down a whole tone so it'd sit with open D tuning so we can use it on the lap slide. So let's take a closer look at the tuning. Okay, so for this song we're using open D tuning. We're going to tune the guitar to a D major chord, so we want to be using D, A, D, F sharp, A and D as your tuning. And I'll refer to this string as the low D, this one is A, this one is D, this one is F sharp, this one is high A, and this one is high D. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the chord progression. Now we're going to take a closer look at the chords in a second. But first of all, we're just going to look at it in its simplest form. So at the 8th fret, put the bar, and just do 2 strums. Then go down to the 3rd fret and do 2 strums. Then up to the 10th fret and 2 strums, and then the 5th fret and 2 strums, and then the strings open. And it's going to be 2 bars on that. So just think of it as 8 strums for the minute. It's over this open D chord that all your fills are going to come in, but we'll look at them a bit later. So. So when we tune to open D tuning, it tunes the guitar to a D major chord. So when we strum all the strings open, you've got D major, and anytime you put a bar straight across the frets, all the strings, you've also got a major chord. Now a major chord is a triad. That means it's made from 3 different notes. It's made from a root note, a 3rd, and a 5th. Now the D string contains our root note, the A string is our 5th, and the string that's tuned to F sharp is our 3rd. So what this means is, if you were to play the chord progression we just learnt but just use the lowest 3 strings, you'd just be playing the root, the 5th and the octave. That's the same as playing a power chord. And then from the D string, the F sharp string, the high A and the high D, that's the perfect spelling of the chord, because you go in root note, 3rd, 5th, and then an octave. So you can pick any of these notes when you're going around the Hey Joe chord progression. And when you're playing through the chord progression, just before you go to the open D, I like to go to the 3rd fret and play both of the low D and the normal D together. So you've got, playing the open D chord at the end, that's when all the fills happen, but you can also play the open D chord up here at the 12th fret. That's just playing the whole chord an octave up. It's up to you which you use. So here's the intro lick. So what we're doing is we're starting at the 10th and sliding up to the 12th on the D string, then pluck in when we're on the 12th fret and sliding straight back down to the 10th, and then we're going to the 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, and then open D. And you can play that with the low D and the D at the same time if you want, or just on its own. So after we play the intro, we land on an open D chord, and this is where the first of our fills come. What we'll do is we'll break that into two parts. So here's the first part. So here's the first part of fill 1. So what we're doing is we're putting the bar on the 2nd fret, and we're just playing the A string and the D string together, and we're sliding up from the 2nd to the 3rd, and then back to the 2nd, and then open. Okay, so here's the second part of the first fill. So what we're doing is we're playing the D string on the 5th fret, and then the D string on the 7th fret, and then we're playing the F sharp string on the 6th fret. So here's how the first fill fits with the chord progression. So here's the second of our fills that fit over the open D chord. So here's the first part of it. So what we're doing is we're playing both A strings together. Then we're playing the same strings with the bar on the 3rd fret. Then we're taking the bar up to the 5th fret, same strings. And then putting the bar on the 3rd fret and just playing the D and the high D together. And then the low D and the D together open. And then the next bit of the fill is, so what we're doing is using the bar to hammer on to the A string on the 3rd fret, and then playing the open D string. Here's that fill again with the chord progression again. Okay, so towards the end of the song we have this bass run riff. So how we play that is just with the low D string and the normal D. We're starting on the 8th fret, playing both those notes together. This whole riff is just using the low D and the normal D. So we go 8th fret and then open strings, then 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Then we go up to the 7th fret and go 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Then we drop back down to the 2nd fret and go 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then back up to the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So you've got what I'll do is I'll write those frets up below the video on the YouTube channel, so you've got the frets there in front of you, so it's easy to remember. And when you land back up on this big D, it's a good time to do some improvisation. Now what you're using to improvise or solo on this song is the open D blues scale. And I've done another video on this, and I'll post a link to that video in the notes below this video as well. It's called Beginning Playing Blues on a Lap Slide. So if you look at that video as well, you can learn the scale and then start to improvise over this chord progression. Hey people, don't forget you can subscribe to my channel, and that'll keep you up to date with all my latest videos. And if you Google Danny's Guitar Channel, you'll also find that I've got like a Facebook blog and a Tumblr and a Twitter as well. So you can keep up to date with me all over the place. Alright, cheers for watching.